That you're here, as if you we got a little comment section on the right, and holler at us. Do you see us? Are you with us? Is everybody here? Is everybody
here? Yay.
Give Seth a yay yay. That's what Seth's looking for. A yay yay. You got a yay yay. I love your music. I'm gonna take that one.
The intensity. Shark Bait says the intensity.
Oh, my friend Shark Bait. Thank you.
What's up, dude?
Hey, buddy. Let's we haven't gotten to do this before. I think before we get to the video, it's fun to tell our story and like how you came to start directing my music videos. I think that's like, I mean, we don't tell them too much, but I think the ability to work with friends in this industry and kind of elevate your craft because of the friends and the talent that you have around you has been something that's been awesome for me. And I don't just say nice things about me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's probably a long story, but the short story is I used to play music back in the day. It's still a hobby. You can see that's over on this side. My screen is backwards. So, but yeah, we met playing music like what 2005 or something.
Yeah.
And back when like we were doing, you know, those heart crushing bar gigs where everyone's talking, and I feel like when you would do those gigs, it was a little less heart crushing because people would tend to stop and listen. A lot of people that do those, everyone just talks over them, but you tended to like get the attention of the crowd usually.
You're just being nice. You don't even mean that. You're just being nice. Thank you.
I said something different before we hopped on live, you know. But yeah, then like my journey took me into film production, and then, you know, well, I guess we also were roommates once upon a time. There's that too, and there's a lot of stories there. But then
we're not gonna tell any of those, by the way.
Yeah. But yeah, you were a couple singles in with the label, and then, you know, your first single, it didn't make sense to even consider me because I was pretty early in my career at that point on film production. And then I think your third single was Mercy.
Fourth. But I actually reached out to you for a contact of a friend of yours for the third single. Also, Philip did like
yeah. So a bunch of buddies.
I mean, yeah, you were already in that world at the time, but I was in LA. I needed somebody, and but yeah,
what everybody should know about Brett too is he's the most like loyal, hook up the homies human you've ever met. Like if you're in the crew, he's gonna like keep you in the crew for life. It's not like I'll use and abuse and see you later kind of guy. So
I'm a hook up the homies guy. Everybody,
yeah, you definitely hook up the homies.
Seth and I, like, we met because he was in a band and I was a solo artist, and he heard me sing and he goes, "If you ever need a piano player," and I was like, "You're a terrible piano player. I'll never hire you. What are you doing on Tuesday?" And we've been buddies ever since. Like what he said was absolutely true. We lived together for a long time. I think my wife still likes him better than she likes me. Probably because he like is super excited about watching The Bachelorette and making her like specialty cocktails.
Making cocktails.
I don't know. But we've been buddies forever, and when it came time to like kind of bring the visual part into the, like he said, like we like to stay in the family. So like when it came time to be like, how do we keep this inside the fold? Like how do we continue to have people that we want as part of our family make decisions with us, not for us, with us. And Seth was like getting started in this company, and I mean,
and to your credit, or like I guess to like a thank you to you, is that first Mercy, the first video we did together. The label was like, "No, what has this guy done?" And you stuck your neck out and were like, "No, I want him to do the video. I know that he can handle it." And like, and it was sort of like on the side.
It was one of the most beautiful things anybody's ever seen, and got nominated for an award. First one.
Well, but I was gonna say, before we shot it, you said to me on the side, you're like, dude, don't F this up, because I stuck my neck out for you. You like were very confident with the label, but then on the side, you're like, dude, don't screw this up. And
I didn't mean that. Like, you know this about me. I didn't mean that for me. I meant it for you.
It was like love. It was, you're like, dude, just crush this, and then it's off to the races. And luckily, we all collaborated, and it was a success. So,
well, here's the fun part. You've done every music video since.
Yeah. So, they were asking me the other day, and I was like, I don't know, and I think it's 5. This will be the 5th, I think.
Yeah.
Mercy, Catch.
We're not even counting like all the live acoustic stuff you've done. I mean, it's hardest thing in the world, I think, is to get somebody to understand you as an artist. But when you add visual content to it, it's like, now you like, maybe you get who I want to be as an artist, but you still are like, I mean, I'll be my wife for a second, like, but you don't know which side is my good side, or you don't like whatever it is. It's like when you get to have somebody that gets you.
Well, yeah, we definitely have like we understand each other very well, because I also know what barriers are like you don't cross, and you know which things are going to be like, I know I don't want to do that. There's certain things that, you know, you as a person and your beliefs and things that you want to do and not do, and like we don't have to usually have those conversations, because it's like, yeah, I know where you stand on a lot of those things, and so it makes it really smooth, I think, for the most part. And then we also can razz each other a little too.
It's a team game, dude. and razz is an understatement.
I take most of the razzing, I would say.
now, but not when we were roommates.
Yeah, that's true.
One of these days, we'll tell you the story about when I brought a puppy home without asking him. But you can, for the time, you can follow.
There's a scar.
You can follow Oscar Tour Pup on Instagram. Yeah. So I think, Seth, if you're cool with this, I think we have some questions from fans before we premiere this video. And actually, before we get to the questions, real quick, Seth, if you're cool with this, this is edgier than anything we've done, don't you think? Would you like kind of give them the, like, I think, I'll tell you what I think I was chasing, and you went further than this. So I'll start with like my vanilla idea, because I don't direct music videos. My idea was that I wrote this song, and in the song, the guy is lying. That's the truth. Yeah. He's saying all the right things because he is a good guy, and he doesn't want her to feel bad about breaking his heart. But what isn't said in the song is that he's lying. And I think the video calls him a liar. And I think that's the dark honesty of the video. Can you kind of speak to that?
Yeah, I think there's so many incredible lines in this song, but the thing that's most interesting about it is you can tell that the guy is lying, that he's saying all the right things, but you can tell that this dude is just shredded and like heartbroken and going through hell. And he's saying, what's the line? Like in the video, there's one line, oh yeah, it ain't always a bad thing saying goodbye. Like we have you actually sort of speak that line in the video.
Yeah, because, like out of time on purpose, yeah.
Yeah, you're just sort of like, it's almost like you're saying that line to convince yourself that you're fine, but you really are saying like, screw goodbyes. I don't want to say goodbye. I want to be with this girl. And so I think for the video, it was perfect to show what this guy's actually feeling. Like, because he's saying all these wonderful things, and like you want her to be okay and like move on and be happy, but it's like, not really. You still want to be with her, and you do want her to be happy, but it's like you'd rather her be happy with you. And so I think the video is just trying to show you like what you're really feeling on the inside while writing those words.
Yeah, let's expose the lie a little bit here with the video.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That you nailed it. They haven't seen it yet, but they have some questions. I think if we can, there's like a little. Okay, so, well, actually, where did you shoot the video? Seth picked the location. Do you want to tell them about the lofts?
Yeah, so it's we wanted something that was kind of like moody and kind of dark, but had natural light. And so we found this really vibey loft downtown Nashville, and a majority of it was shot there. And then we shot some of it in this big green screen studio, and hung you from the ceiling.
We did hang me from a ceiling. Yeah, so the answer is the Printer's Alley Lofts, it's next door to like Skull's Rainbow Room, right?
Which I guess shout out, like they're really dope, like Airbnb type sort of little lofts. You can be right downtown, but that's
so much history and like so many stories about that now kind of apartment complex that is across the street from Skulls. But I think we have some more questions. Let's see what else we got. I saw you falling in the teaser video. How'd you do that? Seth was kind of alluding to that already. So I was suspended from the ceiling, but I think the cooler part of the story is the crew that came in. Seth, were they coming back from filming Transformers in Australia or something like that?
Was it new Transformers or Fast and Furious? Maybe it was. I think it was Transformers. Yeah.
Transformers. So the guy that did all the suspension stuff for Transformers came back in, and we were in I guess a rehearsal studio in Nashville, and I was suspended from the ceiling for the last like 4 hours.
Harness around his chest and legs, and it was actually pretty physical too. I mean,
it's keeping your stomach tight for that long when you're like an old 40-year-old man with 2 daughters is like very exausting.
It's like a ton of core strength.
Yeah, and I have none. So
and your neck too. You're like holding your neck up, and
it still hurts right now. It was months ago. Thank you. The idea was that, and you'll see when you see the video, but the idea was that I basically fell asleep or went off into dreamland about my girl again. I went into this alternate universe, and I'm like falling. And then they're like, well, by the way, in order to make people get that, you're gonna have to be hung from the ceiling for like 4 hours. It's cool, really fun. Do we have any more? Oh, here we go. How was it filming with your wife, Taylor? I made a decision. First video we did together, Seth and I, was Mercy. And we had an incredibly talented actress. She killed it. The video was beautiful, and I walked away feeling uncomfortable. I'm not an actor. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm a musician, and I didn't like how it felt. And I went to Seth and I said, dude, from now on, we can't. If I'm going to be the lead actor, which I'm not even an actor, but if I'm going to be that, it's always going to be my wife. Otherwise, we have to hire another couple. And you've seen how good he's been. Seth's been about like picking the other couple when he needs kind of more of a storyline. It's really fun to act with Taylor. Neither of us are actors. So it's like, that's my wife. Cool. She did a good job. She did I watched that back and I'm like, dang. She's
got star power. I mean, I saw when I was like kind of working on the edit or whatever, and we're the colorists, and we're going through the process of post-production. Along the way, people were like, who is this actor? Like, they kept asking, like, she's awesome, and I'm like, well, that's his wife.
What they mean is she's a babe. What I'm saying is I'm totally aware, but more importantly, if you guys don't know Seth Kupersmith, you're looking at him right now. He's a genius. He's my guy. He will do my videos from this point on, and he crushed this. We're so proud of it. It's dark, but it's not. It's a love song, but it isn't. And the video is perfect, and we're so proud of it. We love you. And this is the premiere of You Didn't.
Premiere is happening right now. I guess you're all going there. It's good seeing you, dude.
Love you, buddy.